6. There we go. Let's get a different color going here. Alright. Hey, what's going on, investors? Dest here. And we don't have the camera working good. Great. NVIDIA broadcast done. There we go. We're in. Alright. How's it going today? Shaved my beard. Looking naked on my face. Don't like it. We got I am troll in the chat. There he is. There he is. What's up, man? I'm gonna send out an invite to these people real quick. Send out a Discord link as well here. That way, if you're watching, you can join up on Discord. Chatting about crypto all the time over there. Non-stop right now. Things are popping off like crazy. Alright, so take a look at what we got. Start with Bitcoin today. Make sure everything's good there. Yep. Looks like we are at the $46,490 mark right now. Yesterday we were watching, we looked at this fib retracement, and we were saying that next stop was the 2618 level. This measure move put us at 53,000, which we were thinking might be a top at some point. Next stop of resistance, but it looks like we're seeing a little bit of resistance here. We call the big cup and handle right here. Cup, and there's our handle with this little bit of a wedge. Or not a wedge, more like a parallel channel that it broke out of and then immediately just broke out of. And this is just a straight line up. This is a huge green candle. I'm curious how much that really was. So 39 to 43. That's quite a big candle there. So we're still looking pretty good. You know, we did drop below the 20-day EMA, which is this magenta line here. Which is not a great sight, but I think we're still on track for a couple of good things. You know, we're heading in the right direction. Running a little flat right now, but that's to be expected when you run this much. I mean, like I said, that was a big pump, so can't really expect anything. More hair, please. Yeah, I know. So I had to shave because the mask is irritating my face because I gotta wear a mask at work, so that's the situation. A great time. So look at this, I made these little stupid these stupid little super chats and donate things. So donations is that. I don't know how you donate. Super chat, look at that. It's great. So happy. So happy. Anyways, back to the coins. So we're still above the 60-day EMA. We are potentially doing a little bit of a rebound here. What I wanted to see and what we drew this level for is we had a pretty good retest of this. As you can see, it used to be resistance at this point, and that was the only time it was resistance, so it's not a very strong level, but it did a little back test of the 4200 mark and shot above there, and now is retesting that prior resistance as support, and it held. So you got a little bit of a red candle on there, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw it retest this again before going higher. but I do think eventually we're going to be going higher. One that I wanted to look at today, because we drew up yesterday. I think we have it on the Poloniex chart. Let's see. I think I chose the Poloniex one because it has the most history. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this fib. And that. So, okay, what I drew yesterday is no longer here. Let's zoom out. 4 hour. We were saying that this potentially is gonna fall back down, retest the 28 cent mark before going higher, but it looks like it just decided that it wanted nothing to do with that. So it retested 33 cents and sprung past that at 34 cents, and now we are chilling above that 34 cents level. Let's go to 30-minute and see what's going on. So it looks like broke above it once, twice, then it came back to retest this level, then broke above that level, hasn't hit it since then, and broke above the level again, and now it's kind of showing like it's becoming support. So it's a good sign to see. Got a pretty strong trend line here. Can touch on 3 places at least, probably 4 on the wicks at least. So that's pretty good outlook on that. And the reason I'm liking this coin right now is if you zoom out to even higher than a daily here, let's go. We could probably do it on a daily. So a lot of the cryptos are just gone right now. So you look at them compared to their all-time high and where they used to be, they're just on par with their all-time high, if not surpassed it. Yeah, this is XEM NEM. So this is one of the few that I've seen that hasn't really started. So you had a little bit of a pop here, but it hasn't really taken off completely yet. And as you can see, if it's going to push all-time high levels, you got a lot of headroom on this one. So this is one that I really want to watch closely in here, just because it's got so much upside potential. You know, a lot of the other ones are just gone right now, and you can't even find an entry. If you can, it's just very, very small entry, and the rewards are just not there, you know? I mean, how do you tell someone to buy Ethereum at an all-time high? Do you know if it's going to last? Do you know if it's going to come down? You have no idea. So one of these snapshot, yeah. I mean, I can put this in the chat too. I've been posting a couple times about it, but so we're in breakout oops, what'd I do? We're using control instead of alt. We're in breakout territory on this one, you know. Let's take a look back where these 3 lines measure up, see if they touch any important levels here. So look at this. This line, very important back there, back here. So this was prior resistance now. And on the way down, you can see it even tested these as, you know, resistance points on the way down. On the way down on this spike, they were support. So little, very weak support. Touch once, twice, and didn't hold. So you got multiple touches on these levels, so I would anticipate it plays around here for a little bit. Maybe a couple more retests in this area before going to 40 cents. That's just my opinion on this. You know, the reason I'm watching it close is because I want to see some of this headroom. I want to realize some of these gains. That's 40 cents to $2. That'd be great. That would be great. So one of the ones we were watching since yesterday. All right, let's see what else we got. You know about XEM to XYM snapshot coming. Okay, so is there an airdrop coming? XEM XYM snapshot. I do not know about this, so let's see what the deal is. Participate in the launch of the symbol. 1 XEM equals 1 XEM plus 1 XYM. So it's going to be an airdrop. They're making symbol public blockchain. Okay. February 2021. That's this month. Okay. Click here to everything about you need to know. So I would imagine we're going to get some pumps on this news alone. The only thing I don't like about this is airdrops typically drop off pretty quickly after the snapshot happens, so we can probably count on that. One thing I do not like about XEM, and I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Yeah, okay, so that's the same one from January then. So that's one you have to opt into. And I know I didn't opt into it because I had to switch computers and everything. But you manually have to opt into it. So it's kind of a different airdrop. So maybe that'll keep people at bay with it a little bit. Who knows? But one of the things I don't like about XEM is their supply. I'm trying to find out where that is. Total max supply. It's a very high number. You know, there's a lot of coins, so pushing these all-time highs might be a tough road is all I'm saying. But apparently if you're gonna get 1 XYM for 1 XEM, that might get people interested. I would say this action is probably not due to that, probably contributes, but I think this has more to do with Bitcoin pumping than anything. I mean, everything's going crazy. So one I'm watching close is XEM. Let's see what else we had in the Discord today that we were watching. I know Gil called out BAT, USD. Let's do it on Binance. Funduas Sefu. I mean, this is probably one of the weirdest crypto looking charts, I think. You know, there's very range bound trading. This just doesn't look like traditional crypto. But as you can see, we had the lowest low. I mean, this is inception low, so I wouldn't really consider that a low, but lowest low on March of 2020. And since then, it's found support at some of these other important levels. So this level, you got one touch, one break below, maybe two, maybe even three if you include that wick. So this is definitely a support that's holding right now. I don't know much about BAT, but I do know they got a working product, and that's always a good thing. They have their Brave browser, but I'm curious to know why it sells immediately after pumps. So I'm iffy on BAT as to if there's something fundamental about this where as soon as it pumps, someone's taking a lot of profits. Maybe they have a bunch. I just don't know. But it does look like a great chart right now. We're on the daily right now, and you can see we're just riding that EMA very nicely. Let's jump into the 4 hour, draw a couple more lines. So I want to draw one here. So these two are going to be the tops here. This one is, oh, look at that. So you had support here, or I'm sorry, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, 4 touches on this line. And now it's holding as support. So that's pretty important that it's finally breaking that. Our next level it needs to break is 44. And let's make this a little bigger, get it a little bigger, there we go. And I mean, it's moving along like it should, you know. You got a bounce here, retest of that 37 level, bounce above there, and now this prior resistance is becoming support at 40 cents. So this is the level to watch. You don't want to watch it drop below 40 cents, and you definitely want to see it bounce above 44 and do a little retest, even 46, and then a little retest on that would be great. What do we got in the chat? It's DeFi following the market as an OG coin. So I did not follow any DeFi stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I followed everything in crypto. I followed master nodes, mining. I followed airdrops. I followed ICOs, everything, and I just did not follow any DeFi stuff. Don't know much about it. What are we saying? XYM. So it doesn't exist yet, it looks like. So it's probably not coming out till that snapshot takes place. DeFi following the market as an OG coin. It's a utility token, okay. Most brave probably ends up getting donated. Yeah, so I can agree with that. That most brave probably gets donated. And I would imagine if I was a content creator that knew nothing about crypto and someone paid me in Brave, I'd probably just sell it right away, right? So maybe that's what happens. Maybe supply starts to dry up as people donated it. And then people are realizing, hey, I got some of this bat here and the price is jumping, sell. Yeah, alright, I got you. I don't know. It's looking great, but everything in crypto is looking great, so it's hard to say. What other coins do you guys want me to look at here? I had a couple I was looking at today. Obviously, I'm gonna pull up Theta. I'm a Theta shill and proud of it because I've been shilling it for years and no one listened to me. Yeah, so I don't want to say much about Theta right now, but god damn is this beautiful. So we did our measured move from this high to this low swing and we copied and pasted it over here. So we're looking at $3.62 as the target for this. It looks like, did it really hit $3.34? That is insane if it did. I don't believe it. At least I didn't see it. Yeah, alright, maybe that's a glitch. So we're sitting at about $3 right now. We've been sitting here pretty much all day since yesterday, and we're still looking like we want to go higher. I'm gonna go into a closer time frame. We'll start at the 1 hour. Typically I don't like to do this because it's too much, but here we got previous resistance. I'm gonna draw a line there and look at that, it became support. And it also just happened to coincide with that 20-day EMA. It's a great sign that it might continue higher, and it's just riding that 20-day EMA. So next one we got, and again, when you're at all-time highs, there's not much you can chart, so I'm just doing the best I can do right now. Next one we got is this $3, I would say $3.01 level. So we got to play with this. We got to bounce above here, and you can see it has a couple times, but it's just been wicks. Those 1 hour have not closed above there. Even right now, it's still not closing above there. So we want to see it close above there, bounce higher, retest it again, make sure it's good support, and carry on to $3.63, which is absolutely insane. If it does that on one pump, I'll be happy. To be honest, I think we're gonna lose steam and it's probably gonna fall back down at some point. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in a week, maybe in a month or two, to around 250, and I think that's gonna be our new sustained level on Theta. We got pretty strong support here, maybe 240, something like that, where all these touches are gonna be now to there's new support. We'll see what happens, but maybe we get a nice blow off top on this. That would be fantastic to sell into. What did I see? Did I see anything else on Theta I wanted to say? Besides that, it is great. Nice little trend line here going on. Nothing too important, but something cool. We got, what do we got here? So 250 wish. So if it hits 250 and that's the new support, I'm gonna watch it for a bit, but I'm probably gonna fill up more bags. I think I'd like to get a little more. I got enough right now, but I really wish I would have filled up more. I've been preaching about theta for years now, so I should have filled up a lot more when it was a lot lower. So we got a little bit of a hidden bullish divergence here. We do got a higher low on the price here, paired with a lower low on the RSI here. A little bit of a hidden divergence. Maybe we could see that manifest into a push higher here. So what happens after that? After $3.60? Nobody knows. It's going to the fucking moon, I'll tell you that right now. Let's see what we got. Is there a moon? There's no moons. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. That's where we're headed. All right, so let's look at DG. I tried looking at this earlier, and it came up with the dollar store. Is there any way I can look at this on TradingView? DG USD? No, it doesn't come up. Let me know in the chat if there's any way I can look at it. Otherwise, I'm gonna carry on. Anyone got any callouts they want me to take a look at? I do want to look at BTC USD. I'm gonna look on Poloniex because that's probably got the most history. Dollar DG. Yeah, I'm donating 48 cents to myself, dude. Dollar DGT or dollar DG. Yeah, it just comes up with Dollar General. I don't know what the hell to do. I don't know if it's on any exchanges either. What I can do is I could pull it up on CoinMarketCap here. DG, Central Games, $93. Jeez Louise. So the reason he's requesting this is because this is the mining currency of mana, and there was a time where we went in for an event, and one day of gambling in Decentraland gave me 10 of these. Oops. So you can do the math here, and it looks like it's just going to continue onward. I don't know much about the fundamentals of this. Very, very low supply. Max supply of a million. A lot of it's not circulating, it says. So I don't know much about it, but damn, that is a low max supply. So now that I know that, probably not going to sell them 10 that I got. I'm probably just going to keep those for a while. See what happens. $90 kind of makes a little more sense now that we see that there's only ever going to be a million. All right. Ethereum Classic we're looking at. And like I said, if you got ones you want to call out in the chat, let me know. I'll take a look at them. So I pulled up the Poloniex chart, and I do that on a lot of these because I know for a fact that it's got the most history on a lot of coins. 2 touches here, 3 touches there, 1, 2, 3 touches there. So right now I'm just drawing important levels I see. A couple touches here, and I want to do one at this high as well. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at previous high points or low points, and I just want to draw those to carry them out over here. And we're looking at a 12-hour scale right now. I want to draw one more, hold on. All right, so look how important this is. So this was the high back in March of 2017, and it broke above there, right? And when all this happened and it came back down, look at where it ended up stopping, right at that same spot. And that's why I go and draw these from the past, because usually these past resistance levels become support, and once they become support, they don't like to go back below that. You can see even here, it went below it, but that candle closed way above that. So you have multiple touches at this important level. You got one here, you got one here, and it's not even getting close now. So ETC, I think, is probably a shit coin, to be honest. Oh yeah, we're going to Doge after this. Hell yeah. You better believe we're looking at Doge. BTC, not a great coin, not any strong fundamentals. I don't even know if there's development happening on ETC anymore. But who cares? If the chart looks great and people are buying it, that's all that matters, right? Weak little trend line heading up. That's nothing. Just drew that in for funsies. The important thing I'm seeing is this resistance level at $3.29 is support. And right now what we're doing is we're playing at this $8.86 level. So we're going to zoom in here in a second, but I would imagine we had a break above there and a retest, much like here. And what we want to do is we want to get a good retest and a big break up to $13, and then we're going to need to shoot up above there and retest again to get to the $19 level. Maybe we'll have a little pause here. You know, there's a lot of playing around in this level here, so we're going to zoom in and we're going to take a look at what we got here in January of 2020. So let's go to the 1 hour and see where we're at. So you might say I draw too many horizontal lines, but I just like to see them carried over. They don't get in my way like some of the other things. Like the Fibonacci's are obnoxious, you know. These horizontal lines, you can see around them. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust these. I'm gonna adjust this to match up with this and this. I'm gonna adjust this to match up with maybe right here. You know, I'm gonna go at this low here. So this will be our low. Also became resistance here, and this will be our high. Touched it a couple times, so let's go back to our spot we're at now. And you can see resistance here, resistance here, resistance here that it didn't even touch, and now it's becoming support. It fell below it. We even had an EMA crossover on this 1 hour. Did not cross into the 200-day, but it did with the 20 and the 60, which is not a good sign, but it crossed right back over within a day. Yeah, so a day. And this is on the 1 hour chart. So Previous resistance now becoming support, looking pretty strong right into here. We had a good breakout above these levels. And what did I say? I drew this line and I said we need to break above there and retest it. And you can see that's almost exactly where the wick touched. So this is looking pretty damn good. There would have been a good trade, I think, probably on this. I would say this candle here. This would have been where you probably wanted to take your trade. So we're on the right path here. $10. Next stop I would say is $13. We're gonna play in this range for a bit, but we're going up there. That's my guess. All right, let's see what we got next. We got, yeah, leave. Theta going to the moon, that's for sure. Science has determined that. Fauci commented and said that's 100% happening. So I don't know if you watch the news, but Investments just donated $6 more. So thanks, Investments. I appreciate myself. Talking in the third person. That's okay. So let's go to Doge. Come on, dude. You know we're looking at it. Doge USD. This one doesn't matter what chart I pull up because we're in all-time high territory, so nothing really matters with that. I don't need history on anything because none of that history means anything. What do we have here? So I'm gonna get a little tighter on this because I think I did most of this on the 1 hour. So we had a Fibonacci from this high to this low just to see where we were going here, and we had a bounce back to the 618, became support, but then broke down and broke down to 236. And then you can see these lines are what we drew for the next Fibonacci levels. So I'm gonna remove this just so we can see. There's too many freaking lines here, so I'm gonna start deleting a couple of these and we'll redraw them as we need. So you can tell right here, I was looking at this thinking this was a head and shoulders, and I thought it was going to break down. And even if you look at, I think it was on the 30 minutes, it looked pretty bad. It looked like it was breaking below that. So I was warning people, but little did I know Elon was going to talk some shit, make it pump. You never can guess when that's going to happen, but Elon's got a pretty big pull. So important level here, this is the resistance level at 6 cents, 6.6 cents. Previous resistance became support, tested it here, tested it there, tested it here, didn't even touch, and now we're testing it again. So I don't like the fact that we're testing it again, especially with the EMA cross. If I see that EMA cross the 200, it's probably a pretty good exit indicator. I do think there's more hype still left in this train though. So unfortunately, even though I say that, it doesn't look that strong to me. So just my opinion on Doge. I'm just looking to see real quick if I see anything else. Got a pretty parallel here. Higher low. Where's that? Lower low, not the case. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else important. Oh, okay, this is why I had the Binance chart actually. So I drew this all on the Binance chart because on that pump on January 28th, Binance saw the highest rally. And no other charts show this, that it actually went to 8.8 cents So you can see it's touched here again and it kind of fell flat on its face after that. So I don't know, that's a pretty tough resistance for Dogecoin to fight against. We did have, I would say this is a pretty strong support though as well. So we want to see it hold above this. So I'm going to draw my line in the sand at 6.57 cents. Anything below that, probably want to get out of the way. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? ZIL, it's breaking out. Okay, I'll come back to yours in a minute there, troll. We're gonna look at ZIL breaking out. It sure the hell is. So let's see what I had drawn. I had a previous resistance line drawn at this level. Let me just extend it all the way. And that was at 9.9 cents, just under 10 cents. And today we broke above that. So I must have drawn this a couple days ago and wanted to keep watching it and forgot about it, which is really great. One of the things I want to look at real quick. Yeah, all right. So remember how we were looking at XEM and we were saying we got a lot of headroom to the all-time high, which most of the cryptos don't have anymore because they're already pushing all-time highs. We got quite a bit of room here, at least double where we're at, so 10 to 20 cents to get to the all-time high. So I like the fact that that's got some more headroom. Just drawing a couple important levels here I see. So I saw this touch here also corresponds with this one on the way down, and this one on the way down, but also on the way up. So I wanted to draw those. So I don't know when I was looking at this, but I obviously saw that this was an important previous resistance that became support, mixed with a trend line that was on the upswing and the EMA. And currently we are breaking out. So looks like we got a wick that went all the way up to 10.5 cents. And this is the level we're playing with right now. I'm going to zoom in. Let's pop in on the 4 hour first and see what we got going on. So that wick we saw on the 1 day didn't even show up on the 4 hour. So this is looking even better on the 4 hour than it did on the 1 hour. We got, that's a pretty parallel low, eh? Yeah, I'm not even gonna do that. So low here, low here. Okay. Lower low on the RSI. Pretty parallel low on the price chart. Pretty bullish sign. Your trade could have been. Now I'm gonna get tighter with these lines here, so I'm gonna draw a lot of them, but we're gonna explain them in a second here. So what I see in this bottom line is touches here, touches here, touches here, and now it's broken above there. And as you can see, when it pulled back, what did it touch? That line at 8.45 cents. Delete that one. And look at the next one. What do we have? We had a candle close here, touched with the wick here, and now a pullback and the wick right there. And now we're playing in these levels. So this was a good breakout with a good back test and now broke higher. So I would imagine we're gonna back test this level at, where the hell are we? 9.9 cents, so just under 10 cents. So I imagine we're going to back test it. I don't imagine this wick is going to be sufficient for a back test. And then a push above 10.5. And then you don't got anything in the way until 11. Just out of fun, let's do a little bit of a measured move here. See what we could potentially see. So I'm doing the swing high to the swing low. And I'm going to control copy it this time and control paste, and we're going to put that at the same level and see where we could potentially go. So a measured move would put us at 14 cents, 15 to be just to round it up. So I'm liking it, and I liked it before, and I must have missed the boat on it because clearly I drew it. You know, I'm liking it for continuation as well. Let's go even tighter on this and just see. You know, it's not a great spot to put a trade on. You probably would have wanted to do it on this breakout. But it does look like it's going to continue if you're holding. So, and you can see us riding that 20-day EMA, and now we're waiting for the 20-day EMA to catch up. So like I said, 9.9, we're gonna do a little more back testing before a push above 10.05, and then beyond that 11, 13, and then 15. And then if it goes above that, then we're in absolute price discovery. And oh no, we're not. We got a high at 23 cents. All right, then I'll draw the next one at 19. We're gonna have to test that level, then 23. Then if we break above that and back test that and shoot higher, this is gone like a rocket ship. So we'll put our rocket ship. Do we got a rocket ship? Do we got an airplane? Yeah, we got a rocket. We're gonna put that up there. We see that, man. Oh jeez. It'll be, yeah, I'm liking Zill. I don't know anything about fundamentals, but that chart looks good for continuation. Let me catch up with the chat here. Got something to pick from Tron, AAVE, Link, DOT, Filecoin. I definitely want to look at Link. Looked at Zill. What are your expectations with Bitcoin in the next week? When do you think is a good price to buy more? For resistance is 10.9. Oh, you must be talking about this. 10.961. Let me just confirm that before we move on. I mean, yeah, so this recent pump just set the new resistance, and I got it at 11, but it probably just depends on what chart you're looking at. So we're right in the same category here. BTC, what did we say? So I know we did Bitcoin first, which is something I'm gonna have to get used to if I'm doing these live streams, because that's what everyone wants to know about, right? So if I do it first and no one's here, I'm gonna have to repeat it. That's all right. So what we did, every price is a good buy on Bitcoin. Well, right now it sure is. Okay, so Dale, here's a couple things I wanted to say about Bitcoin. We saw this cup and handle with a big candle out. What I do think is it needs a little bit of time to readjust, but we're definitely headed higher. I would expect a little bit of playing in this level between 48 and 45 before we break above that and chase 50. Just because this candle was so big. You can't expect much coming out of that. You know, you need a little bit of this sideways action to get pumps like that. So with that said, I think Elon opened the freaking floodgates for companies buying Bitcoin. I watched a video today that was explaining it and why it's a genius move. So don't hold me to this, but if you were to, as a company, buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin were to tank immediately after you buy it, you can claim those losses against your profit. So as a rental property owner myself, that makes my tax liability a lot less. So a company in theory could pay 0 taxes because they lost a ton on Bitcoin. Now, this wouldn't be great for people that are investing, because they'd see, oh, well, Tesla didn't earn any money this quarter because they lost, because they have a good position in Bitcoin, right? But if you can take that out and see what kind of profit they made regardless of what they lost from Bitcoin, that'll be a savvy investor, right? But with that said, if they negate their losses, what happens on the upside? They don't have to do anything. So they don't have to claim that and pay taxes on it. All they have to do is edit their assets and state how much they are. So it's literally like a rich person investing in rental properties for tax write-offs if they lose. So I think a lot more companies are going to start looking into this as just a reserve. You know, even, I know it's not the most stable thing, but who knows with all the calamity going on in the world, you know, it makes sense for more companies to do it. So I'm expecting a lot of them to jump aboard, and I'm also expecting that the halvening will decrease supply very, very drastically. I mean, let's pull this up real quick. BTC. Habit makes me do USD. So look at this circulating supply. We're at 89% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin. So out of the 21 million Bitcoins ever in existence, 89% of them are already out there. You know how many of those are already lost? I would say thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not close to 100,000, maybe probably more. You know, I know there's stories of people that are trying to pay governments to have the rights to dig up their trash dumps because they know that they've thrown hard drives away with thousands or millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and they're offering that they'll pay them half. So with that said, 89% of the circulating supply is already in existence. Do you think there's enough when these companies want to get on board? Because I don't. I think you're looking at levels that sound absolutely insane, but they're really realistic, you know? What the hell? What the hell just happened here? You know, when we hit 50, I don't think it's far-fetched that by the end of the year we see some of these levels. So with the halvening, what I do see happening every time it halves is a 10x. So last time, or not in the last time, even the time before that, I believe it was at about $1,000, and it 10x after our halvening went to $20,000. So we had a little bit of a blow off top, but you know, call it 10 to call it the average, you know, 10x. Now we're at 10,000 as our low. Realistically, we were down to 3. So where do we expect that to 10x to? 100,000? I think it's pretty reasonable, you know, considering everything that's going on. So I know a lot of people, when I say, oh, it's going to 100,000, are just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But those are the same people that when it was 600 didn't believe it was going to 20,000, and it sure did. And where are we at today? You know, we're on a tail of 50,000. ETC trade worked out nice. Yeah, so we did look at ETC. Let's take a look at it again. So you're saying that it already in profit? Oh, look at that. Let's pull up the one we were looking at and drawing on. I thought we drew it on the Poloniex one. Where the hell did we draw it? Thought we drew it on Poloniex. Either way, don't matter. You don't need a freaking scientist to tell you that this is going really well. What did we draw? Okay, we drew a level here. We drew a level here, and we drew a level at these levels right here, and then I drew one at the bottom here just for important levels here, and then I think we took it all the way back. Go to the 1 day for that. And we were saying next important levels are here because we got a couple touches. So we're just looking at previous support and resistance levels. And the reason I really was looking into ETC today was because it hasn't pumped yet. And it's one of the few coins that just hasn't taken off. You know, everything you look at right now in crypto is way up here compared to their all-time high. It's either at least 50% of the way, if not at the all-time high, if not higher than the all-time high, like Link. So I was looking for coins that haven't gone yet, and I found ETC, and I was looking at XEM still too. Oops, I just moved that one. So yeah, this trade probably paid off really well if you did hop into it. We rolled that EMA pretty tight. Let me get into the 4 hour here and make this bigger. So that previous resistance here and here is now becoming support. You can see we retested it once, twice, a couple times here, and we're just now retesting that 9.5, and in one candle on the 4 hour it is broken above that 10. Let's see what's happening on a closer range. Look at how beautiful that is. So that is just a great little retest of that 9.5 level. Came above it, came back to it, give it a little kiss goodnight, and then it just rolls right past that. And now we're gonna do the same thing at 10. You know, if that holds, does a little smoochy there and then goes higher, that's great. So that is a great trade. Brent, if you could, or yeah, if you could do a favor and point out that exact candle in the Discord, put a little red arrow on that one, that exact candle that made you trade that one, and share that in Discord so everyone can see that. And I'm gonna share a link here. If you're hanging out here, feel free to join up on that Discord there. We do some crypto chats pretty much all day here. Got a couple guys since 2016 to 2017, so they know fundamentals. Lots of different stuff going on over there. Know everything from mining to master nodes to, well, Blockchain Gamer knows his blockchain games and his DeFi stuff, something I know nothing about. We track some ICOs, all that stuff. So join up on that, and let's take a look at Link. We know that's Gil's favorite coin of all time, and there's not much we're going to be able to do except for enjoy the masterpiece, but that's all right. It's always fun to do. We do have internal bruises and PTSD as well. Some of us decided to ride that 20k wave of Bitcoin to all the way to 3k and not do anything at all. It just sit in our own sorrow and made it out the other side, but we might have some PTSD. Yeah, we might. That's all right. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just looking at previous resistance levels and seeing where they line up. So I'm going to draw it here on that candle close. This is really close to being considered. You got those candle wicks that are touching right there, but what I'm seeing is this previous resistance broke out here and it didn't like that, and it came below the EMAs on the 4 hour, but it also didn't like that, so it hit that 20 level and bounced up to retest it and fell back below a couple times. Rolled this 60-day EMA, and now we're pretty dead set on this $23 level holding. So you got one touch here, one touch here, give or take, and it's not looking like it's coming back down to that level. So this is all-time high, so anything you do on here is, you know, best guess, because when you're in this territory, who knows what's going to happen. You're in price discovery, and what are people pricing this at? I don't know. I'm not selling my link. I bought 350 of them for one Litecoin, and there's no point for me to sell. So I'm waiting for, I don't know. The moon isn't doing it for me anymore. I need Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, something like that. What I did want to draw here is this previous all-time high. You can see we're above that, so we're definitely in all-time high territory. We're on the 4-hour chart, so let's go into 30-minute and just double confirm where we're at. This is insane. This is just insane. And you can see this nice bowl shape. So when you see this bowl shape come and you see it get to that same level, that is a great indicator that we're going to continue high. You know, I always call it the cup and handle, even on a small little scale. Let me find this. Where are you? There we are. I know it's a very small scale. We're talking on the 30-minute chart, but let's just do it for fun here and just show what we got. So you got point to point, nice little cup. Then you got a little handle even. You could probably even draw it back here. Look at that, broke back down. And this is where you get the big pump. Right after that handle, you get a big candle. Like the same thing happened in Bitcoin. I'm just gonna show you real quick. We're on the weekly, that's why. I'm gonna go to the daily. Oh, we were looking at this one. This is the one. Yeah. Look at this big green candle, man. Jesus Christ. So we had a nice bull here. Pulled back. Nice little parallel channel. As soon as it broke out of there, and I'm gonna even zoom in closer so you can see how exact this was. Look at this parallel channel. Broke out, came back, retested it, and immediately just had the biggest green candle you'll ever see in your life. Best trade I ever did. 1 LTC versus 350 link. Yeah, that's a pretty good trade. That's probably one of my best ones. I did also get into XRP at a couple pennies, so that was a pretty good trade as well. So between the two of those, I don't know. It's those two and Theta right now. Probably tie between those all three. So here's what I'm saying about that cup and handle. I would draw this channel right here. Top to top. It's not as clear as Bitcoin was, but look at this. So you had that cup, breakdown, break above that channel, retest of the channel, and that's pretty damn good wick, and it's going to continue on. So we're looking at link right here. Now the resistance on the 30-minute here needs to hold at 27. Otherwise we're shooting back down to 26. Not much we can do with that. Looks great. I think we're gonna carry on. I think there's too much hype in the crypto space to stop this now. Anyone got any other call outs that they want me to take a look at? Let's just enjoy these real quick. Super chat. Got two other ones. I don't know what this one is. Become a member. I don't know. A member of what? I don't know. Thought that was pretty good. Check please. So hey, if you're not subscribed, subscribe right now, and let's see this. I want to see this thing go off. So we got a couple people here. I know there's not a lot. There's a couple other people that were streaming, and my SEO right now is shit on these live streams. I had a couple good ones with the Doge live stream, but that's all right. We're doing okay. Binance has prevented so many from getting rich. Yeah. That USD Binance, I'm glad that they opened that, but goddamn. It really sucks. Really sucks that they did that. I understand why, you know, and even that, I can't be as upset as I am with Poloniex, so can't complain. Anything else I should look at before we sign off for the night? It's already getting to be pretty late. We're looking at 9 o'clock here. Like to get into bed anytime soon here. Zill is just rocking along here still. Ever heard of a coin called UNFI? No, I have not. But let's take a look at it. UNFI. USD, please. Senbinansu. $27. Wow. So you're looking at all these high price coins, man. I hate buying things like this because I like that multiplier when you can buy the low price ones. I need to get out of the 30-minute here. Some say it's the new Uniswap, and I don't even know what Uniswap is. So when you're talking fundamentals on this stuff, I'm imagining it's a DeFi coin based on the Fi of it. Yeah, I'm gonna get United Foods. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. That's all right. I don't care about fundamentals right now. Oh shit. Well, we're looking at a nice bowl shape. Looks pretty damn good to me. 12-hour. Can't really see anything but some wicks on this pump here. Draw this important level. We're at all-time highs on this. So everything we're looking at is all-time high. You can't do anything. Looks great, except for I don't want to buy anything at an all-time high, and that's just unfortunate, you know, that everything is like that right now. That's why I liked that ETC trade. That's why I liked that XEM trade. Speaking of which, I need to go on to look at Tron USD. I think that's TRX USD. So one of the things we learned yesterday, that everything that's on Coinbase has pumped. It's all-time highs. Everything that's on Coinbase. It's insane. So there's not something I can recommend to anyone that's on Coinbase right now because it's all just blown way the hell up. Did he mention that candle he posted? So let's take a look here. I think Gil put it on here. So I'm going to show you the Discord here. If you're in the chat, feel free to join up on this Discord. And this is the green candle he really liked. Let's open this original so we can zoom in here. And this is ETC. So you had a nice pullback to this level, this important level here. Actually, it's the EMA. And I don't know what you have your EMA set to tell exactly what that is, but that's okay. And this candle closed green after that pullback and just immediately took off. So that is great, you know, and this would be his risk to reward here. Low stop loss, I think, right here, and then you're expecting it to go above this level. That's great. That's a great little candle. And the one that followed it is even better. It's looking more like this guy. So that's great. So UNFI, whatever the hell it is, we're looking at right now all-time high, and this is the current resistance level. I can't draw much more than that, except if we go on the 30-minute. Even here, we're way above there. So this is the previous high before this new blast off. We could do a little bit of a measured move here. This isn't going to be much. Control C, Control V. And we're already past that target, so that's pointless. Wow. Let's see where we've actually pulled back to. So I'm going to do a fib to bottom to the top of this pump. And you can see we're already back to the 382 level. Definitely already came to the 50% level. Wow, that was before the pump. So I'd like to see a little bit of a pullback before it continues high. I don't know if this is one you're in. Definitely not in that. Tron, what was I looking at with Tron, and why do I not have anything marked on here? I feel like this isn't saving any of my marks. I liked it because I think it had a lot of room to the upside again, just like XEM, and it hasn't pumped yet. So, whoa. 35 cents was the all-time high, it looks like. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit on this and just get some important levels here. That was a wick on the daily. I want to draw one right here for sure because you got multiple touches, so this is an important level. I'm looking at 5 cents right there. We got another very important level here at 2 cents, and in the past this looks like the low at just under a penny, and you can see it's just playing at these levels. All right, so what are we looking at with Tron? Daily looks great. Looks overbought a little bit on the MACD and the RSI, but that's okay. I'm gonna draw one more line right here just because that candle closed right there, and then I'm gonna zoom in. We're gonna start with the 12-hour. We're gonna really break this one down here. Previous high broke above there, candle closed right on there. Let's even get it closer to our view. I hate it when they go straight up like that with no indication. What are you supposed to trade off of? This? It's nothing. It's nothing. How do you trade off that? What do you got? You got some sort of bullish divergence? Nothing. Nothing that I see. Anyways, currently not retesting much of anything. I guess we got a candle close here at 4 cents. And it looks like we might be retesting that right now. Certainly did. So I'd like to see it pull back a little more. Give a firm retest of that 4.4 cents. You know, maybe have a nice green candle close right on there before we try for this level again at 4.9 cents. There was something I liked about Tron and I can't remember where it was because for some reason my drawing is not there. Maybe I did it on Poloniacs. Yeah, I don't know where the hell it went. Either way, that's alright. So what I'm looking at is Tron, I'm watching XEM, and can't remember, I'll have to watch again this live stream to determine it, but I think it was some other coin I was watching. Anything else you guys want me to take a look at before I head on out? I want to look at these fun little things again. Just look how happy she is. God. I just want to be that happy one day. We're gonna make this big. And we're just gonna enjoy this. I'll do it one more time. Look at the chick in the background. Ooh. Thank you, John. Appreciate the donation. Check, please. Alright, dudes. Yeah, dude, she is working it. So we got a couple things going on here. We got a subscriber goal. I set this at 1,000. That's the level you need to monetize your YouTube channel to get ad revenue. So it'd be great to hit 1,000. It used to just be whatever you get, doesn't matter. Now it's 1,000. You need 1,000 subs and a certain amount of watch time or whatever. So that's the new goal. We'll keep that open. I think it only says 18 days to go, but we'll keep it open longer than that. I intend to make a couple more videos on defined topics. I put out one, but it's more personal finance, and I didn't expect to get many views, if it did get views at all. I seem to get more views off the ones that are very defined and relevant crypto topics. So we'll get some more videos coming out. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe. Like I mentioned before, join up on the Discord. I'll post a link in the chat again. If you want, I got a Patreon. You can find the description, or the link for that in the description. 2 entries I see. What are we seeing over here? This is why you need to be in the Discord, alright? You get great content like this, alright? What do we got? You know, I'm gonna keep that for myself. Oh, okay, this is previous entries. Okay, I'm not worried about that. So you got one good entry where it pulled back to that EMA. Pulled back to that EMA, you had good green candles close there, and I like this one because that's a hammer, more of a hammer than this one. You know, this is a reverse hammer. I like the Thor's hammer. You know, it looks like a green candle with a good old wick hanging on down there, and that's right at the EMA. What I also like about this one is you just had a significant line right here that was previous resistance that just got retested right there. So this one I really like for that entry, but we're past that right now. We are quite past that, and I don't see an entry in there right now. But we're only on the 2 hour. Let's see. I mean, we're below the EMA right now, so something to watch. Like I said, I like these kinds of ones because they have not pumped yet compared to the other ones. And I looked at CoinMarketCap today and I was just looking. I literally went to the 7-day and looked to see what didn't pump. There's just, what else do you do? And I don't know if you noticed this. They put the Model 3 Tesla, $37,000 flatline, because that's the cost of the Tesla Model 3. Just to have a little fun with Elon, you know, promote the Tesla Model 3. It's great. I thought that was pretty funny today. Definitely would sell a couple link for a Tesla. Not gonna do that yet. We got a pretty new car. What was it? BTT? BTT was looking good the other day and kind of fell apart. But this was one I was looking at because, you know me, I like the lower priced ones. And what is this USD coin? Like, I hate how there's USD coin, Tether USD, USD calculation. It's like, dude, USDJ, like what in the hell? How does anyone know what the hell any of that is? It's insane. Too many USDs. This is a very low price coin. What are we looking at for supply? Oh, that's probably why. So what is this? Millions, billions. 990 billion. That's a lot. More than I want. And this pumped, and I would imagine came right back down to the 50% retrace level. Probably even more. Nope, pretty much right at the 50%. Let's go to the 2 hour. See exactly where it lined up. Right below the 50. So if it hits that 618 bounces, or even right here, you know, it's hitting that EMA, you could expect a good bounce. This wouldn't be a bad little bounce trade, you know. The problem is it extended so far. I like it. Something to watch. First one was the best. Oh, you're talking about these entries on Tron. Also some resistance turned support test. Yeah, that's the one thing I liked on that first entry, was that previous resistance turned support. Then it hit that EMA mixed with that support and retested it, closed out green. It's a great sign. Great sign. Alright, so anyone got anything else before I head on out? Give you a couple more minutes. We'll enjoy this again. I like the donations one the best, I think. She's just jiving, dude. And you can see her in the background. She's still there. Even when this closes. That's great. Whoever made that, thank you. Whoever this lady is, thank you for that. I enjoy it. Alright, we'll do one last look at all these before we go off to bed. Because this is what I do with my life, is I just stare at charts now. John hitting that EMA and doing a little bounce skis. Nice little close out on that. And yeah, I think I might find decent entry on here. We'll watch it. We'll watch that close. Alright guys, that's all I got for today. OMG. Alright, we'll do that last one and then we'll head off to bed. I'm gonna do Binance because we got probably more history on that. I'm on the freaking 30 minutes. Yeah, so I expected this. That we got a lot of headroom on OMG. Put up a couple levels here. Doing it based off of these old levels. This level here. And I'm gonna do one more about here. And I'm just doing previous important levels because as we've seen, when you drag them out, they seem to be the levels that things happen at. So this previous resistance became support on December 24th, 2020. So right before the year. And we're starting to see a bull shape. And if you know anything that I like that. I like that. I'm going to put this here as a potential cup and handle. And we're going to watch for it. So at some point here, I'm going to expect a pullback to, if we push to this 646, I'll expect a pullback to 502, and then a springboard right up there. If we fall below this 502 and we got to retest this 349 level, then I'll expect the springboard there, and I'm going to draw the handle in right now. Obviously it's not there yet, but we're just gonna watch for something to form in this channel, breakout, retest, and springboard higher. I like it when it rounds out on that, you know. And this is one again where it's early stages, so we had ETH and Link and Bitcoin all leading the market. These are lagging, so there's still trades to be had. It's good news. All right, my dudes and ladies, I'm going to head on out. I appreciate you if you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm going to leave the link to the Discord in the description and in the chat right now so that you can tune on in. Continue the conversation over there. Get some good trade calls potentially. All right. Later, guys. Have a good one.